Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be jumping into my cash game locks for the Sunday's main slate for the NFL here on Draftkings. I can't wait to get into Week 7 with y'all. I think this video is going to be a pretty solid one. There's a lot of guys that are pretty chalky this week. I'm going to show you the route that I plan on approaching my cash games this Sunday, and then my tournament or GPP favorite plays will be uploaded to this channel tomorrow morning. I'm pretty excited to get into this one with you. If you watched the video yesterday, and watch that game last night. Hold me accountable all you want, but there's not much you can do about the league MVP getting hurt. So not the best night for me. At the same time, though, yes, I should have been on the Chiefs defense. I didn't realize that the Broncos O-line was as bad as they are. Everybody wants to badger Flacco. Flacco made a lot of horrible plays, but like that O-line, oh my! I mean, he walked into a couple sacks, but it's like. That was atrocious. Forget the defensive touchdown and everything like that. I mean, the amount of sacks they got. They were sitting there talking about NFL record and stuff like that. It was a wild little game there. A lot of weird stuff happened. But we're gonna bounce back and crush it this Sunday. We're gonna start off here at the QB position. But before I do, as always, if you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. It takes you 2 seconds to click that thumbs up button. And when I check my notifications and I see that I've been doing well on this video, getting a lot of likes, it really does mean a lot to me. I'm excited to get up every day and record these videos for y'all, and I hope you enjoy the content that I'm pushing out. As always, if you do have any questions, whether it's DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo, any DFS site or season-long fantasy question, please leave it in the comment section below. I'm happy to give y'all advice when I can. Here at quarterback, there are pretty much 2 guys that I'm looking at for cash games this week. I'm looking at either Josh Allen for Buffalo playing at home against Miami, divisional game at home, and just a really good spot for Josh Allen. We saw what they did. The Ravens played Miami Week 1. Lamar Jackson, another mobile quarterback. Josh Allen, he's a mobile guy. Should be able to make some plays on the ground there, scrambling out of the pocket and things like that. But I think he's also going to be just in a really good spot here for a probably more competitive game than we would think. So I don't think they're going to have to start lobbing it up in the air because they're trailing. I don't think they're going to just ground and pound it because they're winning by so much. I'm not super confident that they're just going to go smoke this Miami team. But I'm probably not going to be taking the Josh Allen route in cash. I'm probably going to go with Matt Ryan against the Rams. I mentioned him in my early look. At just 6,300, it's unbelievable to me. I mean, he really is on track right now for potential MVP candidacy. I mean, he's thrown for over 300 every single game, and he's just been efficient. I mean, yeah, he had a few picks in those early games. I get it, but he has been very efficient. I'm comfortable and confident plugging him into my cash lineup. So if we were to lock him in for this one, and then come on over to running back, here at running back, I'm expecting 2 guys to be pretty chalky. I think I mentioned both of them in my early look as well, but now I have my ownership projections. Fournette looks like he's unfadable in cash at 7,000 with his usage against this horrible Cincinnati team. I'm thinking he's just you just can't fade that. It's a good chalk. And then I mentioned another guy just a lot cheaper than he should be. They're side by side, Josh Jacobs and Kerryon Johnson, both in good spots. If you want to be a little bit more contrarian, I think Josh Jacobs is a good play. But for cash games, that's not really the goal here. Kerryon Johnson's just 5,100. He's been posting double digits every single week since that Arizona Week 1 where he scored 8.2 points. I think he's in a great spot. Again, he's playing Minnesota. They're in Detroit. And believe me when I tell you, Detroit is an emotional football team. They are going to be coming out with the hammer in another divisional game where I think it's pretty unarguable that they got screwed out of their last one. So in this range, it's going to be in cash games for me. It's either got to be Matt Breida or Kerryon Johnson, but I lean towards Kerryon Johnson because it's not really a split backfield. So if we were to lock in Kerryon, that's going to leave us enough salary to keep on developing the rest of the lineup. Now, here at wide receiver, I am looking to spend up on at least one guy, and that's going to be Cooper Kupp for me. Kind of running it back opposite Matt Ryan, and I like to do that. I don't care if it's cash or tournaments. It just makes too much sense to me, saying Matt Ryan's going to have a good game. He's going to have to throw it, and Cooper Kupp's going to be part of the reason why Matt Ryan has to throw this ball. It's in the dome. Jared Goff has not really performed fantasy-wise, but Cooper Kupp sure has. So if we were to lock in Cooper Kupp, he's also got a sick DeMonte Kazee. I don't know how you say his last name. It's Kazee. KZ, something like that. He's just been getting horribly exposed this year. He should see quite a bit of him in the coming off the slot. I think when Cup comes out of the slot, he'll see him the most. It might be on the outside. I'm not sure. But that's who I'm expecting him to see the most of this game rather than any of the other DBs there in Atlanta. So for that reason, I do love Cooper Kupp a lot. Now, this is one thing I want to mention. I didn't touch on this in the early look, I don't think. I don't think any of these guys are going to play. I think MVS might be trending towards playing. Didn't practice Thursday. Regardless, I don't think that any of them are going to play. If they do, I want whatever one of these three guys, whichever one plays, I want them. If more than one of them plays, this kind of that's where it gets a little tricky. If MVS and Allison play, I probably still would like MVS. But it's like if for any reason Devontae Adams got rushed back and played, then it's going to get a little tricky. Aaron Rodgers really, really likes this kid, Allen Lazard, number 13. Aaron Rodgers likes him. That's really all I need to hear to play a min-price player at home in Green Bay against Oakland. That's literally all I need. That is the only explanation that I should have to give. Aaron Rodgers likes you. You are 3,000. You are at home playing against Oakland. I would like to play you. And that is if these three guys miss, not if two of them miss, not if one of them misses. That I lose confidence. If one of them plays, I might still be able to jam him in, but probably not in cash. He's just too good of a salary saver, though, so I would still consider it for sure. And then I was looking at somebody else here at the wide receiver spot. It's kind of a negative correlation, too, because we do already have Fournette. But DJ Chark is in a really good spot against Cincinnati as well. He has one of the best wide receiver CB matchups this week. He just in terms of the rating of the guy that he's going to be on, and his rating as a wide receiver. I get my projections over here at Roto Grinders if you are curious. I don't want to pull up the full chart though, because then all of a sudden I'm dishing out all the information that I have. You can find similar stuff on like NFL Savant and things like that. But DJ Chark though, he's got a really, really great matchup. I was not on him when he played New Orleans. I don't know why people were. He didn't really have a great matchup, so I was confused when he was as high owned as he was. But this is a get right spot for him. Three great games, dud, ceiling game, dud. This is a really good spot for him to kind of get right against the Cincinnati team on the road. I do like DJ Chark. I'm okay with playing him in cash. If you don't want to play Chark because you already have Fournette, I understand. T.Y. Hilton is also in a great spot at a similar price tag. I'm okay with either one of these guys in cash games. T.Y. Hilton is just he's playing a defense that funnels to wide receiver ones. He's been pretty consistent to start the year, to say the least. I'm okay with playing either one of them in cash. I think Chark will be higher owned personally. But if you wanted to play either one, it's okay. Let's skip to defense real quick. I mentioned in my early look, there's only a couple routes that I'm really approaching. It's going to be Saints defenses or the Bills defense. I've added the Niners to that list now just because I think they are going to be the highest owned defense. And now that I've started thinking about that Buffalo game, I really do believe in Buffalo. I love Josh Allen. I think it's a really, really interesting team that could actually make a run. Their only losses to New England this year, and I don't think they're going to lose to Miami. I just have this feeling it's Buffalo. Like, it's Buffalo and it's Miami. This game cannot be a blowout. And for that reason, I'm starting to lean towards the Niners defense. They're looking like the best team in the NFC, playing Washington, who is just as bad as Miami. Just a little bit better. But I'm okay with playing either one of these top two in cash. I don't plan on punting with like the either of these min price defenses. I think these bottom four defenses, excluding the Raiders, basically the Colts, Skins, and Dolphins defense, I think they'll all actually garner some ownership in cash as a salary-saving defense. I'm not looking to punt in my defense spot in cash this week. It doesn't really make sense to me. When you could pay up for this Niners defense against this Washington team or this Bills defense against the Dolphins team, and you're going to get sacks, especially here, this San Fran team, their run defense is elite, so that takes away Adrian Peterson and, for the most part, probably Chris Thompson. It's not that they can't break one long touchdown or something like that, but through the course of the game, Washington can't just ground and pound the ball, and that's definitely a big boost. But then they also have Richard Sherman. They have a really solid secondary as well. I just don't see this Washington team being very effective against them, and for that reason, I think that I'm okay with playing them in cash. Even though we paid up here, we're still going to go back and pay up at tight end for Evan Ingram. Playing against Arizona, I've said it almost every single week. I like to target the tight ends against Arizona, but I'm telling you, Evan Ingram, he is the best tight end playing against this Arizona team all season so far. You can't not like the spot he's in. He's had a couple boom games and then a couple meh games. We can't really get 10 points out of him at 6,500 and be okay with it. I don't think we will. I think we'll get more than that. Even though everybody's coming back healthy, we got Saquon, Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, and him now. I'm still okay with playing him against this Arizona team. That's how bad they are at defending opposing tight ends, and definitely okay with paying up for him. If you don't want to pay $6,500 for him, Austin Hooper is a good play here, especially for this lineup with Matt Ryan. At least you grab one of his targets. I'm okay with either one. I prefer Evan Ingram personally. I'm not even going to be correlating anything with Matt Ryan because at the end of the day, I've been trying to correlate him with Julio all season, and it just has not worked out for me. But that would leave us $4,600 for our flex. I'm going to let y'all figure out what you want to do with this last spot. If it was me, I would lean somewhere along the lines of somebody that we know is going to get some looks. Mike Williams playing against Tennessee, I don't hate it. Kind of a get-right spot for the Chargers. Tariq Cohen against New Orleans. Going to get those catches out of the backfield. Kind of a little comfort check down for Chase Daniel. I don't think Trubisky's coming back. I didn't really pay attention to that, to be honest with you. Oh, Trubisky is back. Well, still, little comfort check down for Trubisky, trying to come back and get this team back rolling. They need to get Cohen more involved anyway, so I still do like Tariq Cohen. But I'm going to let y'all figure out what you want to do there. If you do have any questions for me, I am happy to give you advice. I don't say that just to say it. I'm serious. I mean, if you have any questions for me, even if you think you already are confident you're going to roll this way rather than that way, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to give you my input. Now I have it set up on my phone, so every time somebody comments on a video, I literally get a notification like a text, and I can get right back to you pretty much. So definitely reach out to me if I can do anything for you. If you have not already, we have been crushing it at DFS Squid. You have to come over here, dfs-squid.com. I will put it at the top of the description this time. It is free to make an account. You do not have to pay a penny. We are going to be posting a little bit of free content here and there just to let you guys know what we're really about. And if you are interested in any sort of memberships, anything like that, feel free to reach out to me in a DM on Twitter or the DFS-Squid account on Twitter. I manage both of those. So my partners are also on the Squid one. We're happy to let you know and talk to you about what we're doing, what's going on. It's just not a lineup provider. We don't give away lineups. We give away lineups and way more than that. So we're really kind of changing the game. So if you do have any questions, please let me know. I feel so guilty just crushing it. Obviously, last night, like I said, was an off night. I take full blame for that, but not much you can do when the NFL MVP gets hurt. The Monday to Thursday lineup, the two-gamer, the Monday night and Thursday night lineups for that slate, absolutely slammed. Cash like 4x in GPPs, and I know a couple members played that. I know one member played a significant amount on that lineup and absolutely slapped. So I'm really looking forward to some of the big things we have coming, especially with the NBA season coming out here soon. It's going to be an incredible year for us. So don't miss out. At least go make a free account and get access to the free content we're going to be posting on the website. And again, that link will be in the top of the description below. As always, good luck to everybody this week. I can't wait to get these cash game lineups rolling this week. And tomorrow morning, at the latest, my GPP favorite plays will be uploaded to this channel. So I will see y'all then.